I want to talk to you in this video about how much is a merchant account worth in a buyout. So we've talked in other videos, Patty, about the portfolio as a whole.
Right.
How much is that
and
worth?
And the residual stream and
yeah,
so
all
forth,
that
right?
stuff.
Yeah, right.
But we also really need to talk about the individual merchant account. And this is so important on so many fronts. Number one, a lot of salespeople, maybe this is the first video they watch about this topic. You may not even realize that your merchant accounts are worth so much money.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you go sell somebody that's giving you $100 a month residual, that one account, depending on your whole portfolio, that one account might be worth $1,000 to $2,000 in a buyout.
Right.
In addition to your upfront bonus money or whatever you got.
Right.
You know, so you get paid $200 up front, then you get, $100 a month, and then eventually you sell the portfolio and that account's worth $1,000 or whatever. It depends on your deal. But, these accounts are worth a lot, but their worth is dependent on some criteria.
Right. I would imagine, for example, is it a seasoned account? I know we talked in a previous video about how a lot of people will not buy an account that's only a month or two old for obvious reasons.
They don't want it to cancel.
Right. And also because they don't know how much is really coming in.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
I think another important thing is it seasonal?
Right.
Because you were telling me not long ago about how you sold to a ski resort.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Sure, they get lots of receipts in the winter, but in the summer, not so.
Yep.
Right. How much is the account processing? Is it really processing on a regular basis? Right.
Or did they stop processing and they already switched to somebody else, and now you're trying to sell it because you're collecting a $25 monthly minimum?
Right.
That's not. No one wants to buy that.
Right.
One thing I'll tell you too. This is why keeping good records is really important and getting good reporting. Make sure your ISO provides you with a monthly residual report, because if you can give them a 12 months of residual reports, which is what a lot of buyers require.
Right.
Well, now even those seasonal accounts, you can still get a good multiple because they're just going to take it and divide it by 12.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Or they'll take that average, over those months or whatever, and then they'll divide that out. So you can still get a good amount based on your 12-month average residual, even if 7 of those months were 0. They can still do a 12-month average.
And wouldn't it also help, I would imagine, I know we've talked about this before, you might want to exclude certain accounts from the buyout, right?
Yeah. Now, this is an interesting one for me because, it's like, are these videos to help the agent or are they to help the buyout company? These are to help the agent.
Yeah.
I will tell you right now, most buyout companies are very happy to take those inactive accounts.
Sure, I bet.
With all the other ones, they're just not going to pay you for them.
Right.
So a couple things to be really, really careful about here. If you're only selling a portion of your portfolio, make sure it's the most profitable portion to sell. So these should be like, let's say you have $10,000 a month in residual.
Right.
You want to find the $3,000 worth of residual to sell that represent accounts, or $4,000, whatever it is, the accounts that have been processing for more than 12 months, right? They are processing their kind of average amount.
Right.
And those are the ones you want to sell, because let's say you just signed somebody up and they have been processing for 2 months. Well, the buyout company is going to look at that and say, well, that's a risky account, so we're not going to give you as much on that one. But that could end up being a really profitable account in a future buyout. So it kind of comes back to, are you selling your whole portfolio or are you just trying to generate some cash?
Right.
For me, I was always just trying to generate, well, until this last one I did that, sold all of it. But, usually most of the buyouts, the 6 I did prior to that, I was selling a portion of it.
Right.
So as a result, I could always take a little extra time and analyze my own portfolio first.
Right.
And put that in. If you don't know how to analyze your portfolio, go to ccsalespro.com/buyout. Get that guide, because in that free guide, we tell you all about the ways that, to look at the value, so you can look at your residual reporting and really figure that out.
And really take the time. I mean, this is a major asset that you're selling,
Huge.
So take the time to really study those reports, understand which accounts are the ones that are going to,
bring you the most money, best bang for your buck.
Best buy.
Yeah, absolutely. So your multiple, on these accounts, it can vary a lot. So again, make sure you're understanding the value of an account. Every time you make a sale, don't think about how much am I going to get my upfront bonus or my lease funding. Think
what is
about
this worth
what's
in the
worth.
long run?
Yes.
Yes.
And keep that in mind. That's super important. And then when you are going to lose an account, when one of your merchants stops processing for 3 days or 4 days, and you get that alert and you're like, well, I can go make a new sale and make a couple $100.
Oh, no. Go back.
Go save that account and save $1,000 in a potential buyout that you can do down the road.
Yeah, because let's face it, if you let that guy go, right? It might just be that something has him, a little bit annoyed right now. Right.
You got a slightly better offer.
Or maybe his terminal's not working well.
Right.
And you're going to have to go out and get a new account.
It's going to be a lot easier to go save that one.
a lot easier.
Yeah. So, hey, make sure ccsalespro.com/buyout. Check that out because that's going to give you all the information that you need to sell your portfolio at the best price possible. And then as soon as you download that, we're going to redirect you to a form where you can put some information in, send it to a partner that we both trust that'll make you an offer on your portfolio right now.